My family was rescued by a relative who's been dead for 3 years. They don't remember it, but I do. We were on a road trip to Nepal, visiting some relatives who lived on top of a hill. It was a remote area, far from any town or streetlight. We were on the final stretch of the journey when our car broke down. The clock had just passed 11 p.m. It was pitch dark, and there were strange howling sounds in the distance. Not the usual night noises. These sounded distorted, like animals, or something trying to sound like animals. My parents, siblings, and I sat inside the car, trying to stay calm. We locked the doors and turned off the headlights. We all knew there were wild animals in that area. Stepping out wasn't an option. I remember the way my dad kept glancing at the rearview mirror. My mom had gone completely silent, clutching her shawl and muttering prayers under her breath. Even my little brother, who never shuts up, had gone quiet. 2 hours passed. The howls got closer. That's when it happened. Out of the shadows, a massive tiger appeared. It just emerged, silent, staring. It came right up to the car, circled it slowly, and sniffed the windows. We froze. I could hear my heart pounding louder than my thoughts. My dad slowly, very slowly, pressed down on the horn. Just one steady honk. The tiger paused, blinked, and without a sound, slinked back into the jungle. We didn't speak. We just sat there in stunned silence. About 3 hours after the breakdown, we saw headlights approaching. It was an ambulance. Confused but relieved, we waved it down. The driver stepped out and I immediately recognized him. He was a distant relative of ours, someone I'd met a few times during family functions. He greeted us like it was nothing unusual and said, "You shouldn't be here this late. Come, I'll take you up." We climbed into the ambulance. The inside was warm, clean, and surprisingly modern for where we were. He drove us to our relative's house at the top of the hill, making casual small talk along the way. Nothing eerie, just normal. When we got out, he waved goodbye and drove off. As we entered the house, I noticed something strange. Everyone was acting like we just arrived in our car. They were chatting about dinner, unpacking luggage, acting like nothing happened. I brought it up. The breakdown, the tiger, the ambulance. They looked at me, confused. "What ambulance? We came in the car," my dad said. "There was no breakdown." I ran outside. The car was parked where the ambulance had dropped us off. Perfect condition, not a scratch, no engine trouble. Cold, like it hadn't been driven in hours. Inside the house, something else made my blood run cold. In the living room was a photo frame covered in garlands. A memorial picture. It was the man who drove us, the relative. I stared in disbelief. My aunt saw me looking and said, "He passed away 3 years ago. You probably don't remember him." But I do. He looked me right in the eyes, said, "You're safe now." And then he vanished into the night. Everyone else forgot. But I remember everything.